Okay, this is going to be really important. What exactly are you going to find out right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Aquarius? Okay, there is something you are about to find out. And what are you gonna find out? This is really going to surprise you. Okay, I mean, you are indeed aware of a lot of things going on around you. You have been extremely wise and clever over the last 2 or 3 years. You know, you've been all around the place, you've been pulled from each side, and you managed, my gorgeous Aquamarini, to come on top. You need to understand your own strengths and how powerful you are. I know I've said many times that, things that people have been doing to you, within the last few years have been absolutely crazy, and you have been let down by the main people in your life. You've been let down by the people who were meant to be the main people on your spiritual journey. And this is when things became so difficult to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And I even think that you, like a couple of times, if you didn't even have like almost like a breakdown within the last year or couple of years, maybe within the last year, I can see that you probably had like a maybe couple of times, like almost like a breakdown type of thing, how difficult things were. And at the time when it was the most difficult for you, you give your all, you give your best, you're on top of things, you're doing everything what you should be doing, and you're not hurting anybody. And at the time when it was the worst to you, these leeches, these dark, vile leeches have been sucking your energy out like there is no tomorrow. And I know it has been hard. I know it has been difficult. It is not nice to be let down by the main people in your life. It is not nice when you're let down by your maybe family members, by those people who are meant to be your rocks in this life, in this world, So it's very hard. But this in itself, of course, did cause you to have a breakdown couple of times almost. And I think that this happened within the last year. I think within the last year, you had a breakdown almost couple of times, because when it was the most difficult for you, you were giving your all. You were giving your best to what you were doing in a personal life, work life, and everything, And then you were like kind of attacked, and you absolutely had enough. So this in itself really kind of made you realize that you need to kind of make some kind of change in your life, okay? Because it's about healing, it's about peace, it's about living peaceful life, for once. I know you've been through so much, but now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I know I've been saying from week to week, like, your situation has been extremely complex. And I know I say, oh, this is going to be brilliant, it's going to be brilliant. Yes, it's getting better every week, it's getting better every month, but you need to understand that you are at the final stages of all this. At the final stages you are right now. This in itself is very important for you to understand. You are at the final stages when it comes to this unfoldment of everything that has been happening. So these final stages, no, they're not gonna happen overnight, baby, because this is something that has been going on for the last 2 or 3 years. But the bottom line is that right now you are at your final stages. Would it help you if I tell you that, by the time you get to June 2024, your life is gonna be remarkable? Would that help you? Well, let me tell you that by the time you get to the actual June 2024, your life is gonna be absolutely remarkable. Your life is gonna be completely different to what your life is now. All your worries, darkness, and negativity is going to disappear. All this that you've been gone through, all these things that made you feel so down, sad, and negative, and lonely, stressed, anxious, All these things are gonna start working in your favor now, my gorgeous aquamarini. So this is the beginning of a very important stage in your life. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Not only at the beginning of this week, you are gonna be very, very happy, very excited, because there is some kind of a success that you are gonna become aware of. There is some kind of surprising achievement that you are going to become aware of. And this surprising achievement, it's gonna mean to you so much because it's to do with your vision, how you want your life to be. This is to do with your dream. So this is gonna be a really, really important achievement for you. And it's almost immediately gonna put you in this absolutely mind-blowing mood indeed. As soon as you become aware of that achievement, my gorgeous aquamarini, right at the beginning of this week, I repeat, it's a surprising achievement, but it's to do with your vision. As soon as you become aware of this, I can assure you that there is gonna be an idea, some kind of realization, some kind of idea is gonna be on your mind. But when it comes to that idea, because you're gonna be so busy after that, oh my God, you're gonna be so busy after that, and I'm worried that you're gonna forget that idea. So I want you to understand that as soon as you become aware of this surprising achievement, you're also at the same time you're going to be very happy, excited, but at the same time you're going to have this idea. But because so much is going to follow and so much is going to happen within the next few weeks, this is the time when you're going to become busy, but happy busy. You're going to love this. So a lot is going to happen, and I don't want you to forget about this idea, because it's about the moment in time. It's about this moment in time. It's about this energy, and what this energy is going to create, the way it's going to make you feel. You're already planting an important seed. If that happens like in few days time, it's not going to be the same. So my point is that you have to go with the flow. You need to act now. In order to go with the flow, you need to act now when it comes to that idea, okay? Because by acting now, you're going to be unrestricted and you are going to flow really nicely, freely. And otherwise, a lot is going to come and happen within the next few weeks. And I don't want you to forget about this whatsoever, because it's not going to be the same if you remember this idea like in few days time, if you know what I mean, if you get my drift, my gorgeous aquamarini. So this is why this is going to be so important. But also let me tell you, at the beginning of this week, you are going to find out something very, very interesting. At the beginning of this week, my gorgeous aquamarini, not related to anything I've said so far, but at the beginning of this week, you are going to find out something very, very interesting. Some kind of information. Some kind of information. You're going to find out some kind of secret. Some kind of information is going to come out. My gorgeous aquamarini, some kind of secret is going to come out. You are going to find out something so important. And it's more like an information. It's more like an information, but it's like some kind of secretive information for some reason. That's how you're going to feel. It's some kind of secretive information is going to come out. But then again, at the same time, it's going to be connected to you realizing something really important. Okay, you're gonna realize something really important here when it comes to you. Oh my God, because of that information that is gonna come out, because of that information that you're gonna realize, what you're gonna hear, what you're gonna become aware of, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's gonna open your eyes and it's gonna make you aware of the fact that you actually refused maybe to consider another point of view when it comes to something really specific. And at that moment in time, it's gonna be, aha, now it all makes sense. And you're gonna become extremely, extremely ambitious, and you're gonna become extremely confident right now. Nothing is going to be able to stop you after this moment in time. You're going to become extremely confident in order to do something about this difficult choice, a difficult choice that you are at the same time gonna be thinking about, because for the last few days before this moment in time, this difficult choice, it's gonna be on your mind. And this difficult choice that is gonna be on your mind, you know, it's at the same time, it was caused by somebody who was like an emotional bully, by somebody who is like really manipulative, and by somebody who is very insensitive, and somebody who has really poor coping skills. For example, somebody who is really cynical, and somebody who normally blames others. Oh, what a lovely person, gorgeous darling. No, not really. So that difficult choice was caused by that particular person. What a lovely person this is. But anyway, the bottom line is that you are really gonna have such an important and rather bold idea here when it comes to that difficult choice here, indeed, and you are going to really do something about it. You know, I forgot to mention about this person who was connected to this difficult choice. The only reason why you have a difficult choice is because of this bloody bastard here, and that's why you are, this person is also like really self-absorbed, and this was causing so much of an inner conflict for you, my gorgeous Aquamarine, and this has been affecting your healing. So this is why this is going to be so important. Now I want to say something. Now, listen to me very carefully. I know I talk really fast. I know I'm all around the place. I try to talk slower, but I just can't. I seriously, is the way I am, you know? And so, but I do my best. I do my best. So, this is important. Listen. Please don't have a go at me that I'm all dark, that I'm negative, that I'm all weird and sad and all that. Please don't. Okay? But I need to warn you about something. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. But I need to warn you about something, and listen to me very carefully. If I've ever spoke to you like in a serious way, I hope you took me seriously. I've been able to connect to your situation like there is absolutely no tomorrow, and you need to trust me with this. You need to understand this. This is what I'm about to say. I know you have problems with certain people. I know, I've been talking about them for so long. These are the people that are main people in your life. You know, like your family members that have been causing, and people who are one of the main people in your life has been causing all sorts of problems because they became way too greedy, way too greedy. Something happened to their soul, to their spirit. They became way too greedy. Not that something happened to their soul and their spirit. I suppose this is what their role is. This is what their role is. They're never going to be able to evolve after this point, really. So what they see is money, money, greedy, greedy, money, money, greedy, greedy. That's all what these people see, and they're never gonna change. They're never gonna evolve after the certain point. And it's a lot to do with their karma, with their past life, and with their life like earlier on, with their life earlier on, you see. So they're never gonna change. But what I want to say to you, my gorgeous Aquamarine, is one of these people who have been like nasty to you, who are one of the main people in your life. One of them was like the most vicious. One of them was like really horrible, and one of them was like really aggressive, and that's one of the people who you, oh my God, lots of masks has fell. Lots of masks fell, you know, like within the last 2 or 3 years, you know, or so. But this one particular person is like more vicious and more vile than others. I want you to understand this. That particular person, please don't get me wrong, that particular person is you're going to have some kind of surprise attack by that person. There is going to be some kind of a meeting, there is going to be some kind of a gathering, some kind of conversation. You're going to need to attend something, some kind of a meeting, and you're going to be under full pretension that, oh yeah, it's going to be fine, it's going to be positive, it's going to be good, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to waste your energy if you are going for a meeting and you can't even agree about anything. You're too smart for that, you're too intelligent for that, to waste waste your time. So I think that before that meeting or that gathering, you will say like, can we just have a meeting and gathering without fighting or without arguing? I cannot do it like this, because, you know, you're always like kind of on your own, and a few people are kind of like together. It feels like they're together. You see what I mean? So you're going to be under full pretense that you're going to go to some kind of meeting or some kind of gathering where these people are going to be, or it's all going to be nice. You're going to discuss something really important which you need to discuss at this stage. You need to resolve certain problems and certain issues. Indeed, that's a good thing. But the problem here is that you are gonna have some kind of a surprise attack by that person. So I want you to be 1,000,000% prepared. I don't want you to go there being nervous and waiting for an attack, because that's not good. That's not good either, because that's going to affect your personal vibration. So you're not going to be able to ground yourself. And if you're not able to ground yourself, you're barely going to be able to talk, because you're going to feel too spaced out, if you see what I mean. So this is why you really have to prepare yourself in terms of like having all the necessary information, so they can't make you look stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. Please don't get me wrong. You're the least stupid person. Seriously, you're so smart, so sharp, extremely intelligent. But these people would try to make you feel stupid, because there is somebody else who is also going to be involved in all this, who is going to be kind of paying attention to this situation. There is somebody else who's going to be making some kind of decision here. There is somebody else who's going to be pulling some kind of strings here. So this is why I need you to be smart. This is why I need you to be clever. So when I say when somebody is going to have like some kind of surprise attack, you know, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're going to be like boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean? Not like that kind of attack, but they are going to kind of attack you about a specific issue, and they're going to make you kind of say that you've done something which you haven't done. So you really have to really have all the necessary information. You need to be as open-minded as you possibly can, and be prepared to it. Be prepared for this type of attack in such a way where you are going to have all the necessary information in your mind to respond to something that is only coming from somebody who is trying to bring you down and manipulate you in a dark way. That bastard of a person is a very dark person in terms of their energy, indeed. And this is why I just need you to be prepared. When I say being prepared, just kind of make sure that you've got all the necessary information in your head, you know, to kind of respond when that happens. So this is important, because at the same time, when it comes to that kind of surprise attack, it's like you must not give in. You must not give in. And also, when it comes to this surprise attack, it is going to be about you being blamed for something that you planned really poorly. So that bitch, that person is going to attack you in a such for something very specific as well. That person is going to be attacking you and blaming you that you kind of came up with a poor planning, that it was your fault that something didn't work out, or some kind of issue or problem it's going to come up, and it's like going to be your fault because it's like poor planning because of you. And now what you need to understand is that, you know, this is somebody who is like kind of bossy, somebody who's domineering, somebody who is quite aggressive, and somebody who really has trouble motivating others. You know, at the moment, this person has no clear purpose whatsoever. You see what I mean? But at the same time, this is where you need to be prepared. And I know that you're going to do so well. I know that you're going to respond in your own smart way, and you are literally going to elevate yourself. And this is because Sashita told you, and Samantha is all excited for you. So this is you see, you know what I find really crazy here, right? It's not only about this, but it's about at the moment in time you respond the way you're going to respond, because you are going to be prepared. You're just being honest really here. You know, the moment in time you respond, there is some kind of truth which is going to come out. There is some kind of a truth which is going to come out, and this truth is gonna blow you away. This truth is gonna change everything. I repeat, there is some kind of a truth that is going to come out, okay? And the truth which is going to come out, it's gonna make you realize why did you have problems with your new endeavor so far. And you're gonna find out something which you didn't know. And at that moment in time, that bloody bastard who wanted to have this surprise attack, at that moment in time, that person is going to become, you know how that person is going to become, or what that person is going to become. It's going to become like a scorpion who stung itself. You see, the scorpion that stung itself with its own poison. Bye, bitch. You see, so the bottom line here is that this is actually gonna work for you, my gorgeous Aquamarine, and it is indeed going to work in your favor. Whoa. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarine, please, I'm just going to quickly say, I know I say this all the time, but keep on taking organic moringa powder at least like about 3 times a week. Organic moringa powder in combination with maybe like organic chlorella and in combination with sea kelp. The more greens you take in this particular way, the better you're gonna feel. Okay, so it's organic moringa powder in combination with organic chlorella maybe, and in combination with like a sea kelp. These supplements are gonna be so good for you, and they're also gonna work in such a way where you are gonna have so much more energy. But when it comes to your body, what your body needs as well, this is gonna give you such a perfect balance of vitamins that you actually need, but also at the same time they're coming from these specific things which are gonna work perfectly for your body. You will see that you're gonna have so much more energy, but your body is also gonna be able to kind of like feel so much better, because you are at the end of the day going to flush out the toxins out of the system as well. Of course, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. I have to say this. By the time you get to the mid part of the week, 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 mid part of mid park of the week mid park of the week, yeah, mid part of the week, my gorgeous Aquamarine, you are going to get like this message. You know, it's so complicated, complex, but I like it. This week is giving me good vibe, really good vibe, you know, because at the end of the day things are moving on. And so this message which you're gonna have at around the midweek, it's really gonna make you aware of some kind of incorrect advice that you've gained, some kind of, that you've had, or someone gave you some kind of incorrect advice. This is what this message is going to make you aware of. And at that moment in time, you're going to realize that you are going to need to make some kind of a journey. You're going to need to go somewhere. Wherever you need to go, my God, it doesn't matter where you need to go. Wherever you need to go, it doesn't matter where you need to go. Because when you go, wherever you need to go, something is going to happen on the way to you, to there. Something is going to happen to you completely unexpected, and you know what, it's actually going to be really, really good. On one hand, you're going to realize that you're approaching the end of like some kind of a problem, but then on another hand, you're also going to like kind of you're also going to like really kind of, you're going to realize that someone, you know, on your, as I said, you will get a message about an incorrect advice, and then you're going to need to go somewhere. And on your way, wherever you need to go, something unexpected is going to happen. Sorry, I forgot to mention something unexpected, completely unexpected. It's going to happen connected to one particular person, one certain person who is lovely, who is honest. I really like this person. This person is devoted. This person is friendly. This person is is mature, this person is very educated, this person is like really, really nice. And you are going to come across that particular person, and you are going to realize somehow through this person how much you want to kind of, you really trust this person, you really like this person, okay? And through this person, you are going to realize completely random, that you're going to realize you will want to find out more about something, but it's to do with a certain idea. And at that moment in time, you know, you will realize, you will connect to some kind of idea so much, and the more you're thinking about it, the more this is going to make sense. And you're going to realize 7 days after that moment in time, you are going to have a very successful negotiation when it comes to that particular idea. So this is why this is indeed going to be really important. And you know what else I like? 8 around the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Oh la la, baby, some kind of material gain. Don't forget about me. No, I'm joking. There is some hello. No, I'm joking. There is some kind of material gain you are going to have 8 around the midweek. I like it. This is going to surprise you. You're going to become aware of some kind of material gain. You know, some kind of money, and this is like in itself, it's going to put you in a good mood, because it's not only about this material gain, this money, but it's also about you being excited and really happy, because you're going to be able to make some kind of change and alteration. But when it comes to your immediate environment, when it comes to your home, okay, so maybe you wanted to refurbish something, maybe you've started the process of refurbishing already, but it's to do with you being able to use this money, for example, and start planning what you're gonna do. But I know it's to do with things like everyday life, you know, it's to do with your home and things like that, and some changes that you wanted to make. So this in itself, it's really kind of going to be good for your soul and for your spirit as well, because it's to do with the things you have been thinking about for a while. But this is going to make you feel really satisfied. It's going to be like a really big accomplishment for you as well. It's going to bring so much love into your life, because you will be able to do something that you have been thinking about so much. And this in itself, it's really going to reflect on your happiness, your own happiness, in the best possible way as well. By the time you get to the last part of this week, like my goodness, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, this is so weird, yeah, but the last part of this week, I can see that you're going to be worrying a little bit about something, you know, something is going to make you worried at around the last part of this week. Something is going to make you worried, and then you this is going to sound really weird again, but you are going to have a very powerful omen, and you're going to have a really powerful sign. The beginning of the last part of this week, something is really going to kind of be worrying you. The whole day, something is going to be worrying you. The last part of this week, and you are basically intuitively, you're going to be worrying about your information, your intuition. It's going to be like kind of pointing something out, and you're going to be worrying about something persistently. And then this is when something weird is going to happen, because you are the moment in time you see this black cat, my gorgeous Aquamarini, the moment in time you see this black cat, you need to understand that you have to, oh my God, I hope you're going to see this reading on time, but what you're going to be worrying about, the moment in time when you see the black cat, this is a very powerful sign and very powerful omen that you have to sacrifice something, that you have to sacrifice what you're worrying about. You need to make a sacrifice, okay? And the sooner you do that, the better it's going to be, okay? And even if you don't kind of see the cat, that's just a beautiful added bonus. But if you don't see the cat and you are persistently worrying about something the whole day, then that is your sign and indication that there is something really specific that you are going to need to sacrifice, and you know what that is, but you just need a little bit of like kind of confidence and bravery in order to actually do this. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, not related to this at all, when it comes to the last part of the week, also you are going to be so delighted that you don't have to make a sacrifice that you don't want to make. That's nothing to do with this. Please don't get it mixed up. Also, completely different things. You think you're going going to be really happy because you don't have to make a useless sacrifice, something that you didn't want to make in the first place, but you're going to realize if you make this particular sacrifice, that would be useless. And you are going to find this really rewarding because it's to do with something that you did not want to sacrifice in the first place. So you are going to feel really elevated at this moment in time, and you are going to have such an interesting realization. Something is really going to inspire you. You're going to realize something is going to make you feel really optimistic, and you're going to realize some kind of a bright prospects now suddenly connected to this particular thing that you were so happy that you don't have to sacrifice. And this in itself is going to make you feel so good, because this is going to lead, my gorgeous Aquamarini, towards you coming up with a new plan, This in itself is pretty much so to do with a very, very intelligent choice that you are making. This is going to bring you hope and confidence, especially when it comes to the time of your life where you are going to become aware of some kind of uncertain efforts here. This is something which is, number one, going to get you going, keep you going. And number two, this is also going to give you such a strong willpower because you are making a really intelligent choice here. And that means that you are going to need to make an important adjustment. And the adjustment that you're going to make with your life in general when you're doing this, this in itself, it's going to finally, hallelujah, going to bring so much harmony and peace, and positive healing energy into your life. This is not only about you making adjustment, which is going to be so important when it comes to exactly what you realized about this new plan. You say it's to do with a new plan. So when it comes to that new plan, you are going to need to make an important adjustment. But that particular adjustment which you are going to make, this is about to open the whole new door, the brand new door for you. And that means that not only finally tranquility, peace, it's coming into your life finally, but also this in itself is, oh my God, going to start bringing something very, very special into your life. There is a very, very special person who is going to walk into your life because of this adjustment that you're going to make. And this is when things are going to start becoming very, very interesting for you indeed, after everything, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you've been through. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.